Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is CeeCee and I just finished my second DIY watercolor journal. So I'm very proud of this. I have a video on how I put this together. I will link it in the iCard up there. Most of these, or the artwork inside, were part of process videos. And for this, the easiest way to find the videos is to go to my watercolor playlist, which I will link in the description below. So some of these pages are upside down. I apologize for this. So I'm most likely not going to comment on each of them because otherwise the video will be too long. But I can tell you if I remember if some of these are videos or not. So this was a video. I do believe this one was a video as well. I quite like this one. These were rejected pieces that I revamped with stencils, so I do believe these, I say these because there's several, these were part of a video as well. This one too, you can see the stenciling. I actually used the stencil to remove or to lift some of the colors and not add color. I think this is a video as well. See, I don't remember, so I do apologize for that. You're gonna have to go and check out the playlist. These, this was done with colored pencils, not colored pencils, watercolor pencils. This, I know I didn't do a video on this. I'm not sure why, but I quite like the piece. I like the feel, the look of these trees with a cityscape in the background. And this is kind of like my favorite way of doing cityscapes with lines. This was a video I remember. I have wreath with gold accents on this. I do believe also this was a video. Very simple florals. This was not my favorite. This is a video as well. An abstract, kind of like flower vase. This was also a video. It's upside down. Here it is. Here. So you can see the details. This is kind of like a series of several that I did in one day, so I don't think this particular one was recorded. So it's doodling over a busy background. Yeah, this one. This is a cityscape. I think I recorded the process. And I had to attach this one to a piece of kind of like a paper that I had cut through that didn't quite make it. It was the wrong size. I was just using these to test out because it's an odd size. This one I believe was filmed. I don't think this one was filmed. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. This was not filmed either. Some of these are just like very quick practices. Some of them I used to test out different materials. This I filmed, I remember. The next ones are made with a triangle brush. I love this one a lot. Same deal here. This is my pink forest. I know I did a video on this. This was fun. This I did not film, and I kind of regret because it was an interesting process. I've tried several things on this, and I do have, I hope the camera can catch it, but there's a bit of gold accents done with a gel pen. But I like the feel of it. They look like monolith. I don't know, I like it. I don't believe I filmed this. Yeah, I see I've done several renditions using the same colors in one day, so some of them were not filmed. This was done during an art retreat weekend. Lots of doodling. That too was done during that weekend, so it wasn't filmed. I love this one. This was filmed. So it's a, when I say filmed, it is a video in the playlist. I like this one too, with lots of rose gold. I love this one. This one's probably one of my all-time favorites. This is upside down. So here is what started kind of like a triptych, I want to say. So some sort of a seascape, landscape. I don't know. It's very abstract, but it's got some gold leaf on it. It says silver leafing on it. And I don't think I have filmed this one, but this was kind of like, it was meant to be the third in the series, but it's a little bit more detailed, less abstract. It's kind of like a walled, not a walled, but a gated futuristic community, I guess. And again, it's got some, this is rose gold leaf. Here's a seascape that I don't think I have filmed. It's got unusual colors, but I kind of like the soft feel of it. It's not really soft. It makes me happy because of the yellow. This I know I've not filmed either, but I quite like it. It's very simple. It's kind of like a waterfall with some buildings around it. And I do have this, what's it called? Myra Blue Magic paint right here from Kramer. I quite like it. This was done in May. Oh, here's another one. So it's kind of like this one here is probably the testing page that I did for this. You can see the Myra Blue Magic. I love this one. I did another one here. This one I called Kissed by the Sun. I quite liked it. I like working in small sometimes. That's why I taped the page accordingly. That was not filmed. I'm not sure what it is. It's kind of a futuristic landscape, I guess. And again, it's got, this is not gold leaf. This is Kramer's pale gold, I believe. This I love too. That I filmed. And I like the gold mixed with quin coral, I do believe. Yes, quinacridone coral by Daniel Smith. And this is Prussian blue. This I filmed as well. This one is funny because some people actually saw Christmas trees. Whereas I see, so this is kind of like seeing the negative and I'm seeing the positive. These were kind of like, I mean, it's meant to be an abstract, but I guess when I was using Patty's stencil, my intention was to make buildings with flowers. It doesn't make sense. It's an abstract, but I like it. I am missing a piece and I'm going to insert it here. Because I have given it to my daughter as her birthday gift. She really liked this piece. She wanted me to give it to her as her birthday card. So I did, so I don't have the original anymore. This is another kind of like geometric piece, and interestingly enough, this paper was just to test some of the paints. Well, this one in particular that I did at Kramer, this is sun gold mixed with ivory black. You can see the gold if I tilt it. And it was just really to test everything out and see how you know, quickly it runs. Does it granulate? This is another color here, but you know, these here are the experiments, and then I just decided to add some more shapes. It doesn't look like it's nothing. It's definitely an abstract, but it was fun to make, and so I decided to keep it as is. And yeah, these days I'm having I was working on a very long project, and I've noticed that whenever I do this, I kind of have like a letdown once I'm done the project, and I seem to not know what to do or how to paint anymore, which is very strange. So the piece that I was doing, I'm going to show you. So here's the piece. I did that. It's kind of like a commission work, I want to say. It's to be mailed out to someone, and I've worked on this over several weeks, and it was very intensive. There's lots of details, as you can see. Hang on, I'm going to try and show you. See the gold and all that. So all the detailing in here, the patterning was done with colored pencils, and it was done in a negative way, like a negative technique. So is this one. This one, I have some metallic lava red paint in the background, and it was done on rough grain watercolor paper, which made it a little bit tricky to layer with colored pencils. The background is watercolor, obviously. But anyway, so after I was done this, and I'm still in that kind of like, I wouldn't call it a slump, but it's almost as if I don't know how to paint anymore. Because obviously for my YouTube videos, if I'm going to be doing them on a regular basis, I can't do this. I mean, this is too involving. So I almost don't know how to revert back to simple painting. And so this is one of those things where I'm desperately trying to get back into it. This does not make me happy. I know that some of you might like it, but this does not make me happy. But that's all that I could produce on that day. And here's another example, and this is the last one of my book. I threw a whole bunch of paint on the paper. I mean, a whole bunch. There's only 3 colors in there. There's blue and a red with a little bit of gold. But I also used one of Joan Smithy's new stencils, and I will link down below as well to her store. I used it to lift some colors, and I kind of was left with an empty space on the bottom, and all I could see is this weird looking house. And so I decided to doodle and add a cityscape in the background. Nothing makes sense. It's just to get, you know, at least do something, anything, and that's it. So it's kind of like a weird way to end my book, but I'm very proud of the fact that I have completed another book, and next I'm going to be working on a journal that's been given to me, and it's this beautiful, gorgeous handmade paper book, I want to say. The binding is extraordinary. I did not make this. Someone bought it as is, but it's got the deckled edge. It's gorgeous, as you can tell. It's very lumpy bumpy. It's unbelievable. I just love this. I am very, very intimidated by it, but I think it's ridiculous to be intimidated by paper. Of course, we all want to do super well in a beautiful book like this, but here's the card. I'm not going to show you the card, but here I can show you though. This is the belly band that was around the book. So is there a company? It's made in India, produced in the Punjab region of India, 100% post-consumer waste. Handmade watercolor book. Oh, here. Oh, it's by Handbook. Okay, I do have a watercolor journal, actually, one that I completed. Handbook Journal Company in Missouri. And that's what it is, Handbook Watercolor Journal. It's 100% cotton fiber, acid-free. Let's see. Sorry, let me repeat that. So it's archival quality, acid-free drawing paper, 100% cotton fiber, internally and surface sized, 140 pounds, 48 pages, 8 by 8. So that is my next journal, guys. Wish me luck on this. And thank you, Kathy, for this amazing book. I can't wait to start this. So there you go. That was my quick flip through. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I will see you soon.